Clooney's knew there was an issue with Biden and had their doubts, but the higher-ups who really dictate what goes on over the airwaves and tell the lower-level staff what to do and what to report. But now it's all blown up. And to quote the Axios article, the dogs are loose. And you know why the dogs are loose now? It's because after the debates, all signs definitively point potentially to Biden losing to Trump in November. And panic is now set in, and the left-leaning media is going to unleash the hounds on Biden today. It looks like they're trying to get him to drop out of the race. This is a wake-up call, though, for our industry. And anyone who had the guts to bring this up over the last few years is now vindicated. I'll say it again. This has been going on for years.
We should be in a position where you are. Why can't the experts say we know that this virus is in fact it's going to be, or excuse me.
Okay, joining me now to discuss GOP political strategist and insider Gene Valentino and Democrat political analyst Jason Nichols. Good to see you both, gentlemen. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Bob.
Gene, I want to get your reaction to this, the potential cover-up that has been going on. Media not asking these questions, then all of a sudden today, they're going to let the dogs loose on Biden all of a sudden. Why do you think this is going on? What's your take?
Well, on a personal note, we all feel sorry for anyone of age that's failing. But you nailed it, Bob. The media has overlooked it because George Soros was funding a cabal that happened long before Barack Obama to try to steer us towards a Marxist state where the masses don't make the decisions, the select few, like George Clooney's trying to do right now. If the truth be known, we are there is a meltdown before our eyes in the Democrat Party, and it's too late for them to recover with an alternative, Kamala Harris. They just better suck it up, hang on to Biden, and ride it out, because you're only going to fraction the Democrat Party further. This is a complete meltdown. I feel sorry for Joe Biden personally. I don't feel sorry for him professionally or in his official capacity. I think he's done great harm to this nation, and he should be ashamed of himself, and his family should be ashamed of themselves too, for not pulling him out sooner so that the Democrats could have found an alternative.
Jason, your thoughts on the dogs being let loose on Biden today, and just overall, what's going on? I'd love to hear the other side of things.
Well, first of all, I would say the media should do its job, and they should ask the difficult questions to the president. That's what they're there for. So I'm totally okay with them giving him hard questions that he has to answer and that he has to answer on the fly. People should have been looking at the last 2 weeks where the president has looked incredibly strong. You've seen him at rallies. You've seen him at the NATO summit give an incredible speech that got him a standing ovation. I don't know what a lot of Democrats want. Do they want him to do a cartwheel? I'm not so sure. But if you want him to look strong, he has looked strong since the debate. If you want to move on, then go ahead and let's do it. But in the meantime, it looks like Joe Biden is going to stick in this race. And what's really frustrating for me is to watch Democrats talk their way out of the White House. If you look at the polls and if you believe the polls, the needle has not moved very much. He's still within striking distance. And as a matter of fact, some of the polls in the swing states have actually narrowed since the debate. And it looks like 538 says that he has a 48% chance of winning the election in November. You have 4 months to clean this up. Let's go forward if we're going forward with Joe Biden. But if the Democrats are going to sit here and talk about we have zero chance of winning, then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's really, really not smart politics. So I'm frustrated with my own party right now.
Yeah, well, you know, that's your take that he looked strong. I'm just gauging it. I'm not giving my opinion on that. That the overall reaction, though, Jason, that George Clooney, that Pelosi won't double down, Hakeem Jeffries, the list goes on and on. Gene, do you think Biden has looked strong since Thursday's debate?
No, and certainly not as strong as Donald Trump, who had a masterful at the last debate, was measured in his response with Biden that night. You know, the funny thing about Donald Trump, he knows how to use a feather. He knows how to use a chainsaw. And the magic is for people, most of the adversaries all over the world, not to mention some of them within the political cesspool we're working with, they don't know how to read him either. And therein lies Donald Trump's strength. He will pick him. Who's the vice president right now? We don't know who his pick's going to be yet. I think the way he's managing that is interesting.
Yeah. Jason, I want to ask you, you got 20 seconds. If Biden isn't 100% going to be the nominee, why is he facing so much blowback? Why aren't they all just rallying around him at this point?
I think because Democrats are notorious bedwetters, and in this case, they're completely incontinent, and they're freaking out rather than moving forward and using the resources that they have. They have lots of money. They have lots of supporters that are rallying behind the party, but instead they're sitting there and having this discussion over and over and over again when Joe Biden has said that he's running. And again, we saw after Access Hollywood, we saw that Republicans have a character problem. We have an age problem. I'll take an age problem any day of the week over someone who with the character of Donald Trump. And you guys never abandon him. Somehow we're ready to abandon a guy because he flubs his words every now and again. And I think that is really, really strange.
I think most, at least Donald Trump's base, thinks what has happened to him has been a prosecution against him. Not that there's anything real character issues there. Gene Valentino, Jason Nichols.
Hello, everyone. Please keep supporting Gene Valentino's Truth Podcast. We need our voice to get out there far and wide and help save our country.
Hi, my name is Mark McCleskey. I'm a national political consultant here at McShane LLC. We help candidates raise money and then invest it in a way that dramatically increases their chances of victory. That's why we work closely with our clients to develop tailored fundraising plans that cater to their specific needs and help them raise the necessary funds to win. Our team also assists with creating effective messaging and campaign strategies that appeal to the voters and improve a candidate's chance of winning. If you're looking for a political consulting firm that can help you raise funds, develop effective messaging, and win elections, then we're the right team for you. Let's talk about how we can help you achieve your goals.